Hey everyone, it's the Interview Queen Alicia Atout here, and I'd like to welcome you to Knotfest exclusive interview with Ben from Extortionist. Hello and welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going really well. How are things going over there? What's good?
Pretty good, as we were just talking about, I just been gearing up for tours. We got a bunch of shows coming up in March, and we just confirmed a US tour for the summer. So just since we got back together, just kind of getting everything prepared for that. And yeah, so that's all that's been going on with me. How about you?
Nah, things are going well. Just got back from some wrestling tapings over the weekend. I'm exhausted, but like ready to rock and roll at the same time. You know, when you get so much done that you're just riding that high, even though you know deep down you're dead inside.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that. I'm
I figure someone in a
24/7.
band can relate more than anything.
Yep, yep. No, I run my own business too, so it's like all I do is
A
band
lot.
stuff, work, and it's just go, go, go all the time. So I totally feel that.
Well, you mentioned the band getting back together and, kind of getting into the swing of things. So, how really has that been? Was it kind of just like riding a bike once again, especially with this new song that's out, which we'll get into in a minute?
Yeah, I mean, I'm of course, like taking a break from it for a few years and then getting back into it. I mean, of course, I was, a little rusty, like working up to the comeback shows and everything. And even performing, I realized I was like, man, not going from doing this like consistently for years and stopping and then just jumping right back into it. Like I got I got to start, you know, practicing and exercising and getting back into that
Right.
groove of things because I forgot how how tiring it can be. But no, it's been awesome though.
That's exciting. And I mean, of course, something that comes with that is the release of new music, and your newest song, Once More in Torment, is officially out in the world. So, what ran through your mind after taking such a long break and then finally sharing this single with everyone, yet alone seeing how much everyone's loving this track?
Uh it what went through my mind, I mean, I wasn't expecting the reaction that we got out of it. But I was just really excited to be doing it again and to be creating music with my best friends again. And just creating with them and then seeing, like a bunch of old and new faces and like coming out of the woodworks and, playing the new song at the shows was really cool and had a really good reaction to it. And I don't know, it was just a really exciting time. And yeah, no, I'm just happy to be here again. Honestly, like that's kind of just that's been my mindset ever since, we were all pretty bummed out for the last few years, not doing it again. So just putting out new music again and getting back into it is it's just been an exciting time, and we've all just been riding that high consistently. So
Hell yeah. I mean, a big
yeah.
part of releasing a single is a bunch of fans always asking, hey, is there an EP? Is there a full length? And you did share that a full length is ready. It's already written, but you simply need just a little bit more time. So, how are things coming along on that front?
Good. So originally we weren't going to do a full length, and we made a few posts and like polls on Twitter and whatnot, being like, do you guys want like consistent singles just so we can, frequently drop more music, or do you guys want an EP? Just kind of trying to gauge the audience, like coming back into it, seeing like what our fan base really wants. But it's been going really well. And yeah, oh yeah, sorry. We had a bunch of songs, and we've just been sitting on so much music to where we were just like, okay, after seeing the reaction of everybody, we were like, let's just give them the full length and finish all of
Yeah,
these songs we have in the bank and put it out. And we're self-produced now, which is this like kind of a new
very
thing for
cool.
us. But our guitar player, he Juan, he started recording music years ago and just kind of kept to himself about it. But so it's been really fun being able to just do it ourselves and not be on anybody else's schedule, and like obviously it helps financially. And it's just been a really fun process, and it's like just us and just our input. And um yeah, no, but it's coming along great. We're hoping to release it by the summertime, and
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So
I'm excited.
soon.
I mean, I don't
Fingers
have a
crossed for
we
you guys,
don't
right?
fingers crossed, like sometimes, things get hung up. But
Of course.
yeah, we're hoping to have it out by the beginning of the summer at least. But if not the beginning, then definitely somewhere between June and August for sure.
I always love listening to the behind the scenes of putting a record together because people don't understand how much time and effort not only goes into one song, but just the entire thing. So, how massive of an accomplishment is that moment when a song or an album is finally complete and you know that you've put everything into that shit? Because I just can't imagine like the euphoria behind it all.
Yeah, it's, writing and releasing music is such a long process. And, like even the new song we put out, like me and the producer we worked with at the time wrote that song, I want to say like at least 6 months before it came out. And we didn't even know if we were going to put it out because it wasn't like official if we were coming back or not. But, in regards to like, especially like a full length album, man, sometimes it's like years of waiting or, you know, just depending on everything that's going on, especially if you're active and you got tours coming up and stuff that like takes you away from the like songwriting aspect and the, mixing and mastering process and all that. But like by the time it's all said and done and it's finally out, it's just like huge weight off your shoulders. Like, okay, finally, and usually by that time it's like you've heard the songs thousands and thousands of times, like, nitpicking it or, making sure the mix and master is dialed in. So yeah, no, it's the best feeling ever. That's like my favorite part of everything is like release day. Like it's finally done. It's out of my life. Like people can listen
Yes.
to it. It's there, but yeah, no, it's definitely a euphoric feeling for sure.
Something cool too is the band shared how a new era has begun. You're back stronger than ever than before. So tell me about this new era and what truly does feel different from beforehand.
Um, you know, it's like the current lineup, um, back when we were active the first go around, we've had quite a few member changes and lineup changes and all that, but it's really cool because in my mind personally, like no offense to any of the other members or anything like that or anybody who's ever been involved in the band, but I feel like we have like members who have been in each kind of era of
Mhm.
extortionist, and I feel like it's just like the right combination of everybody who's been in the band before. And so, we're all just on like the same page about everything. There's no there's no like, arguments, no disagreeing agreements,
So
no
nice.
like just it's just really easy now. And everybody took some time when we broke up and got their own, like got their lives together. We've grown up. Extortionists were all relatively young. I started the band when I was just I'm like 14, 15, or
That's wild.
I was really, we're all really young, so, and trying to navigate stuff like when things got real was, a lot of pressure on a bunch of young teenagers, especially when we started touring consistently and, getting bigger tours and talking to labels and all that. And, we're all just grown up now and all have, clear heads and the same mentality and are on the same page. And we're just getting stuff done like very quickly. Everybody's pulling their weight, and it's just really stress free and easy, and it makes like this comeback so much better because all it is it, like when we have our band meetings, it's excitement. It's just we're just so ready, and we have so many ideas that we can't wait to like execute. And I don't know, it's just really fun now, and we're getting things done a lot faster and you know being a lot smarter about things. And it's just yeah, stress free and a good time and very productive. So
That's what I love to hear. Extortionist 2.0, baby. Like that's what it's all
yeah.
about. It's that growth and being able to reflect too, thinking, oh my gosh, that long ago we were just babies. Now we're doing it the way that we kind of always wanted to. It's nice to see that
Yeah,
evolution.
yeah, exactly. That's you nailed it. Like it, we're doing things how we've always wanted to now, and it just, yeah, it just makes it so much better.
Well, one of the coolest things you do have coming up, like you mentioned, is you'll be hitting the road for some North American dates. So the last thing I wanted to ask is there anything you look forward to in specific when you guys hit the road, whether hitting up a certain restaurant, city? Some people love thrifting, going to record stores.
Um, you know, I'm I'm particularly like adventurous, and I travel a lot, with like if I'm doing band stuff or not, and I just like to explore. So I don't know, like what you have such limited time in each city that you hit, and
True.
most of the time it's spent at the venue, and then if you got a long drive afterwards, you don't get to do much. But I think we try our best to, like, anytime we get to a new city, especially early, like before load in or anything, we try to go at least like explore like the downtown area, because that's typically the most poppin', like,
Yeah, all
part
the
of the
time.
town, you know what I mean? Just to go scope it out, see what the vibe is and whatnot. And we try to eat some good food or find a good, cool food spot that we can always come back to when we circle back around. And just of course, like, sightseeing if we can, like the popular spots or whatever. But I just recently started getting into thrifting though. I would not be opposed to start doing that in different cities though. Now
That's been
that you
my
mention it.
Yeah, that's been one of my favorite things is every city that I go to, I always try to find one or two thrift stores where I could just buy, whether it's like old band tees or just cool vintage stuff, because
Yeah.
it's just something to look forward to every time, you know?
Yeah, no, that we when we did a Canadian tour years ago, I think we were in London. Um, that's in Ontario, right? I
Yeah,
believe. Yeah. And I thought that city was really cool, and I found a bunch of really weird and cool like thrift stores, and was just having a blast
very
there.
cool.
And I haven't been back there since, but I remember exactly where it is. I just don't remember the names of them. But I thought I loved doing that. It was so much fun.
I'm so glad that you brought up Canada and London. My mom's from London. I'm
Oh, really?
Canadian.
Uh,
She just left now to visit her family in London. So it's the weirdest timing you brought that up. But
oh
yes, shout out
yeah,
to Canada.
yeah. No, one I think one a band I really enjoy, called they're called Single Mothers.
Yeah,
Um,
so good.
Drew Thompson. He's like the man. I love everything that he puts out, and I liked being there in that area, and the surrounding areas, because like I pay a lot of attention to his lyrics, and like certain streets he mentions in his songs and certain stuff.
Very
I'm like,
cool.
I was like, I was very intrigued with that area. It was really cool. But no, I listen to a lot of Canadian bands and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
You guys make some good music.
Hey, I'm not a musician, but I will take it. Go Canada. Now,
Yeah.
I want to say thank you so much, Ben, for taking the time for coming on here. We're really looking forward to hearing the entire record once it drops this summer. And just best of luck on tour. You guys are going to crush it.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you again for having me on this interview. It's a great time.
Of course, to everyone watching, this has been Ben from Extortionist. Be sure to check out notfest.com for plenty more exclusive interviews and features. And we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Take it easy, guys.